If you heard that inflation is slowing down, but life still feels harder, you are not imagining it. This is one of the biggest gaps between headlines and real life, and it happens for a few simple reasons. When inflation slows, prices usually do not fall. Inflation is the speed of price increases, not the direction. So a slower inflation rate means prices are still rising, just rising more slowly than before. The grocery bill can stay high. Rent can stay high. Transport can stay high. The pressure can stay high. Many people expect that lower inflation means relief. But relief only happens when prices fall or when income catches up. In most cases, prices do not fall in a meaningful way. They stabilize at a higher level. That is why the wallet does not suddenly feel lighter. There is also a timing problem. Costs move quickly. Wages move slowly. Businesses often raise prices fast because they must respond to input costs, supply changes, and uncertainty. Wage increases, however, are delayed. Employers wait for stability. They adjust slowly. So even if inflation cools, your income may remain behind the new cost level for a long time. Another reason life feels harder is what you could call price memory. Once a price goes up, it becomes normal. Companies rebuild their pricing around the new level. Rents reset at higher levels. Services reset at higher levels. Even if costs later improve, prices do not easily come back down. They may stop rising so fast, but they rarely reverse enough to feel like real relief. This is why you can hear inflation is down while your monthly bills are still heavy. The rate slowed, but the level stayed high. People experience the level, not the rate. Your life is built on monthly totals, not on economic percentages. Daily stress also comes from where the increases land. If the biggest increases hit essentials, they hurt more. Housing, food, utilities, healthcare, and transport are not optional. When these costs rise, they take a larger share of your income. Even if some luxury prices fall, the household still feels squeezed because the essential costs control the budget. A major piece of this story is fixed costs. Fixed costs are the bills that do not easily change month to month. Housing, insurance, basic subscriptions, required debt payments, utilities, and basic transport. When fixed costs rise, the budget loses flexibility. That is when people feel trapped. They can cut small things, but the core pressure remains. This creates a specific kind of fatigue. It is not dramatic panic. It is the tired feeling of always adjusting, always calculating, always delaying. When a household lives with little margin, the brain stays on alert. Every surprise becomes stressful. Even small, unexpected costs feel bigger because there is no spare space. So, what can you do with this, without hype and without pretending you can control the economy? The first step is understanding. Understanding removes self-blame. Many people think they are failing when the system changes faster than their income. But often the pressure is structural, not personal. The second step is clarity. Clarity means seeing your real monthly picture. Start by listing your true essentials: housing, utilities, food, transport, and minimum payments. This is not about judgment. It is about knowing what your life requires. When you see the essentials clearly, the stress becomes less mysterious. After that, focus on reclaiming margin where possible. Margin is the small gap between income and required costs. Margin is not luxury. Margin is safety. Without margin, every month feels like a test. With margin, you can breathe. Many people try to solve stress with motivation, but stress usually needs structure. A small buffer can change the feeling of life even more than people expect. A buffer is money reserved for surprises, so surprises do not become emergencies. It does not have to be large to help. Even a small buffer reduces panic decisions. It can prevent you from using expensive short-term solutions like fees, late payments, or rush borrowing. It also helps to treat your money like a system instead of a mood. When money is managed only by feelings, it becomes inconsistent. Some months you feel disciplined. Some months you feel tired. A system reduces the number of decisions you must make. Fewer decisions reduces stress, and lower stress improves decisions. One more important point is that headlines can be true while still not helping you. Headlines speak about national averages. Your household is not an average. Your local rent market, your job sector, and your specific expenses shape your reality. So it is normal to feel disconnected from economic news. If inflation slows and you still feel pressure, it does not mean you did something wrong. It means the price level rose faster than wages. It means essentials took a bigger share of income. It means fixed costs increased and flexibility shrank. This is why the same income can feel smaller than it did before. Education only, not financial advice. But understanding the difference between slowing inflation and falling prices can reduce frustration. It can help you set realistic expectations, and it can point your attention toward what matters most: your fixed costs, your margin, and your buffer. Clarity will not change the economy, but it can change how steady you feel inside it.